Yo, what's up? Bob here. Welcome to the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. Today we're going to be getting into my most anticipated releases of 2022. Back on Easter Sunday, I did the first video in this series. This is Volume 2. A lot of these records are heavy grails that have been on my list for years, so I'm incredibly excited about these releases. We're going to touch on some of the ones that have come out and the ones to come. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, I'm going to touch on the records from the first half of the year, tell you why you need to have them in your record collection, and move on. So let's get started. Coming in hot, Brother Jack McDuff's Moon Rappin'. I was waiting and waiting for this to be released. I'd passed on several clean original pressings for around $100, so I was anxiously awaiting this. Iconic cover, Blue Note label, one of the funkiest organ records in the Blue Note catalog, and well known as a record that hip-hop artists have mined for samples. It's a great record to have in your collection. It's super funky, super iconic. So don't sleep. Get Brother Jack McDuff's Moon Rappin' right away. A record that you probably can't get at this point, but the stereo will be available to you. Art Pepper Meets the Rhythm section. This is the Record Store Day exclusive mono, right? I believe this was cut by Bernie Grumman, yes, and sounds amazing. I wanted this record. I was out there early, waiting in line. You know who you're dealing with. I got the record, and I have been super stoked about it. Very good sounding record. Here's one that I was talking about for months, and as soon as it came out, I was there and bought the record. Marvin Gaye's What's Going On Anniversary Edition. That's right, this thing sounds amazing. Cut by Kevin Gray, and it is spectacular. Has an extra disc with some mono tracks on it and some outtakes. This is beautiful. Probably rivals the Mo-Fi easily. And it isn't very expensive. It's like $35. And it is still available. So go out there and find you a copy right now. When Acoustic Sounds announced that they were putting this out, I got excited. It is a hard record to find a clean copy of in the wild. That's right. Duke Ellington and John Coltrane on Impulse. Yeah. About $38. In a sentimental mood, worth that alone. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful pressing on the record. Heavy Stoughton jacket. Awesome pressing. Sounds phenomenal. Duke Ellington and John Coltrane. Probably one of my top picks for the year so far. Bill Evans, You Must Believe in Spring. I've wanted this record for so long. It is absolutely beautiful. This is cut at 45. It's from Kraft Records. Look at this cover. Yes. This is from later in Bill's career. And it has insane renditions of songs on here, like the theme from MASH. Go back and watch the video I made about this because it is a beautiful, beautiful record. I was so excited when they announced this because I had been looking for an original pressing for a while. You know, it's one of those records that I didn't really know about, and I would be in the crates and I would see it and think, oh, that's later period Bill Evans. I'm looking for the trio stuff, and I would pass on it. Then I finally heard this thing and was like, oh my God, how many times have I left that in the crate and then I couldn't find it? Okay, we're getting almost to the end of the records that have come out. If you watched last week's video, no doubt, you saw this. The Tool 3 LP set of Fear Inoculum. Now, I was going to buy the box. I was waiting for a deep discount on that box because it was kind of spendy. But Tool decided to release a 3 LP version of it for around $65, and I thought, well, that's at the right price point for me. I bought it, and it did not disappoint. Holy smokes. Is this a burning record? The drum sounds on this record will blow your mind. In fact, they might melt your brain. So, Tool, Fear Inoculum, 3 LP set, can't go wrong with that. Now, this was the stack of my most anticipated releases from the first half of the year. Yes. Let's get into what is coming out that I have to have. Okay, there's been a recent announcement about a reissue of Alice in Chains' Dirt. It's a record that I used to see several years ago all the time and passed on because I just assumed that it would always be available. Needless to say, it dried up, went out of print, and all through the COVID thing and all that, it has not been available. They're putting Dirt out again. It's a 30th anniversary edition, and I am super excited about it. It's around 40 bucks. So I will be getting that, make no mistake. Next, we're going to have 2 Blue Note releases this Friday. Yeah, Larry Young's Unity. Yes, kind of an avant-garde jazz record. Can't wait to get it. It is a big title in a Blue Note collection. So if you're collecting all the Blue Note records, do not slip and not get Unity. You have to get it. And then one of my most ultimate grails, an album that I love, Wayne Shorter's Adam's Apple. I've been waiting for this forever. This is a record you never see in the wild. And if you do, it's usually smoked. So we're talking about 2 iconic Blue Note records coming out, all the stuff that you want. 180 gram vinyl from the master tapes. Mastered by Kevin Gray for around $28. So super excited about those 2 releases. I will be getting those for sure. Another Blue Note release, Kenny Burrell's 1543. That's a very early Blue Note record. It has that Andy Warhol drawn cover, and I've never seen one in real life. So they're very, very expensive to get. I'm super excited about the fact that Blue Note is putting these records out. I've been waiting all year for this. The record is coming out on October the 7th. All right, another release that I'm incredibly excited about is the 2018 remix of Pink Floyd's Animals. This is a record that we all have in our collection. Yeah, this is first pressing, US. Beautiful condition. If you watch the channel, you know that I'm a big fan of this record. I have a record bag that I carry around that has this record in the front pocket of it. And it is my favorite Pink Floyd record. Now, a lot of people complain there's not a lot of bass on this record, and you know, it's probably not on the level of, say, Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, The Wall, but it is a fantastic record as far as the material is concerned. I have this one. I also have the 2016 remaster. Yeah, Bernie Grundman. And a slightly different cover. Now this 2018 one has as a departure from this, has a totally different cover. It's been remixed, remastered. I'm super excited about hearing it, and it is definitely at the top of my list for records to pick up. But of course, my most anticipated record of the year is a record that I already own. I have a mint copy of this record, an original pressing. It is like a second press stereo of John Coltrane's Blue Train. See, still has the stereo sticker on it. It is on that New York Blue Note label. It's very clean, beautiful record, right? That said, I would love to hear what Joe Harley and Kevin Gray have done with the new pressing of Blue Train. I'm going to get the mono. I'm going to get the stereo. If both those records came in a box set for $110, I would buy it. It's a no-brainer. I'm just going to pick up both, have this original one and those 2 records in the collection, and it will be beautiful. So I'm super excited about that. You know, when they do these reissues of these iconic titles, a lot of people might think that the original pressings will take a hit in value, but not really, because this is the Rudy Van Gelder mastered mixed version of the record, and that one is the Kevin Gray, Joe Harley mastered version of the record with Rudy's mixing. So, a different thing, so it really doesn't affect the value of the original. A lot of stuff coming out, a lot of things have come out. 2022 has been an epic year so far. That said, quite expensive for records, but it's been a lot of fun. Sitting here today with, yeah, that's right, I was digging in the closet and found this old Telecaster here with the flying Triumph Tiger on it. A little P90 out of an old Les Paul I used to own. Ooh, probably shouldn't have got rid of that. But it's a great guitar and plays real good. Anyway, please like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave some comments, and until we meet again, that's right, folks. Bob out.